Hello, I'm Pastor Julianne Smeck. I serve Hope Lutheran Church in Columbus. Welcome to Beauty in the Dust, Lenten Reflections on Ordinary Things. This is the devotion for March 22nd on the theme Coins. Today's reading is Hebrews chapter 13, verses 1 through 6, and I'm reading from the New Revised Standard Version. These verses are entitled Service Well-Pleasing to God. Let mutual love continue. Do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for by doing that, some have entertained angels without knowing it. Remember those who are in prison as though you were in prison with them. Those who are being tortured as though you yourselves were being tortured. Let marriage be held in honor by all, and let the marriage bed be kept undefiled, for God will judge fornicators and adulterers. Keep your lives free from the love of money, and be content with what you have, for he has said, I will never leave you or forsake you. So we can say with confidence, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. What can anyone do to me? So what do you do with your change? I know that lots of people put change in their car. I used to have a little coin purse and I'd put change in that and keep it. I often end up with change in my winter coat pockets, which is always a fun surprise, in November when I go take them back out and find that I have change ready to use. I know of one person who said he threw it away. I was horrified. Some people have collecting places that they collect their change, like a jar. In fact, I was going to bring down my jar and have a little object lesson with it, but it's not something I use as often. I don't carry change as often as I used to. If I am making a purchase and I use a debit or credit card, I don't need change. If I go to the gas station and use a card, I don't need change. Back in the day, I was the dorky woman who would count out precise, exact change. It was so satisfying. It's like, this is what coins are for, to enable you to have the precise amount needed to exchange for a product you are purchasing. So what do you do with change? The context for the question is this passage from Hebrews. And it was important to me to read that, like, it's not a subtitle, read the heading where it says service well-pleasing to God. This is at the very end of this letter, and just kind of nailing down a couple of important things for people to remember and carry with them. And really, it's not about money. Money comes toward the end of it is the end of the list. It's about love. It's about practicing love and community, mutual love. Love for those who are cut off from the community or suffering, those in prison, those who are being tortured. And even addresses people who have made commitments of love to one another, that needs to be respected and honored. And only then do we get to this part about love of money, which is interesting, right? Because it's all about love between people, the love we are called to practice. And then at the very end, there's this, don't love money. It's like God knows how to keep coins in their proper place. It's fascinating, I think, that it would be included in this with all these different kinds of love that we're called to practice. Love people. I think that's what he's saying. Love people, not money. That's what we need to know.